Why don't we put into this bill an amendment that simply says that the Secretary of Education, in prioritizing the grants, shall give higher priority to those proposals that would use American-made equipment, American-made jobs. We can, and I thank my colleague from California, Mr. Lewis, for agreeing that we ought to be making it in America. This amendment was rejected for reasons unknown to me, by the Rules Committee, perhaps known to them. And if Mr. Dreyer were here, or maybe I should ask Ms. Fox, why was this objected to? Why was it not made possible to put this amendment on the floor so that we can create American jobs? I would note that we're 247 days into this session and not one bill has been put forward by the Republican minority or majority to advance jobs. Here's a little chance for us to do it. And with that, I reserve the balance of my time. I have two colleagues. I would yield my remaining time to my colleague. I yield back my time.
Gentleman yields back his time. Gentleman from Colorado reserves. The gentlewoman from North Carolina is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I would only say to the gentleman from California that Republicans have passed many, many bills in this session that would help to create jobs in this country. I did a little research this morning on what has happened with bills that have gone over to the Senate. A total of 28 bills have passed the Senate, the House and the Senate, and been sent to the President for his signature. Of those, only 6 were substantive bills. One of those was the 1099, one was the continuing resolution, one was DOD appropriations, a couple of bills were bills that came from here, one on lead for toys. I think the gentleman from California needs to look to the other body to see what is happening to the bills that are passing out of the House that would create hundreds of thousands of jobs for Americans. The problem is not in the House. The problem is in the Senate that, as one headline said and one senator said, the Senate is moribund, and I believe that's where the problem lies. It is not with Republicans in the House. That I reserve the balance of my time.
Gentlewoman reserves. The gentleman from Colorado is recognized.